All right, everyone, welcome to this weekend's Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for the 16th of October through the 18th. My name is Athen. So we are in this crescent phase of the lunar cycle, all from Virgo from last Monday. The crescent phase is about moving forward with any new seeds that we planted around the new moon, around Monday. So this is all about Virgo. It's all about self-improvement. It's all about growth, developing basically our natural and develop skills in this life to be of service, to help improve the world, to really ground those spiritual energies here on Earth. So the crescent phase is actually a nice harmonious aspect between the sun and the moon. So the moon's going to be in actually some very transformative parts of the sky. It's going to be in Scorpio on Friday, then it's going to shift into Ophiuchus on Saturday, and then go over that galactic center and into Sagittarius on Sunday. So with this configuration, it's all about seeing the depth, seeing the truth, going into the deep matter of things. On Saturday could be some healing, some rejuvenation. That usually does take place between Ophiuchus. And as a result of that, the more we are accepting of how things are, if it's any type of inhibitions, wounds, things like that, then at the end of it, by Sunday, it's all transmuted and healed once the moon is in Sagittarius. But again, the crescent phase is actually a sextile position between the sun and moon, so it actually makes it quite easy and quite supportive too with any type of growth, self-improvement, and grounded type of energy of Virgo. So with that in mind, we do have some important aspects this weekend, some of which we're finishing up from earlier in the week. One is this Mars conjoining up to Jupiter, who's been trining up to Pluto. So especially on Friday and Saturday, this is going to be heightened, and this is all about a nice increase of confidence, a nice increase of assertiveness, maybe seeing the possibilities of what we can achieve, what we can accomplish in the future involving any type of ideals that we have or visions or things like that. And quite literally, especially with a trine up to Pluto, it's been an excellent time to really get rid of some old things in our life, to make way for the new, to make change, things like that. And this weekend is certainly emphasizing that. That conjunction is going to go exact on Saturday. So very nice for change, and could be good for philosophy, sharing that kind of wisdom and just learning more about life and our life path, but really taking the action, because it's confirmed both by these aspects and by the fact that we are in this crescent phase of the lunar cycle, which is about moving forward, or at least it can't come easier to move forward with any new intentions that we have, or long-term intentions with Jupiter. So that's going to be the emphasis on those 2 days. And then also on Friday and Saturday, Venus does oppose up to Neptune. So this is actually the third and final aspect between these two planets. It's been ongoing for the past couple months. So it's nothing new here, and it's a final integration with the perhaps uncertainty involving relationship stuff, or maybe even material or financial stuff. And, thinking back to that, time period a couple months ago, it's now just kind of implementing it, doing the final steps. Really, at the end of this, I feel like on Sundays, it's done, it's completed, through the experiences, and then it becomes integrated with ourselves, so that we just do have more of this peace, harmony, going with the flow kind of energy that is so important when it comes to these Venusian areas of life, and really any area of life. But when it's balanced, it's actually a good weekend for perhaps enjoying some of the spiritual pursuits, meditation, things like that, perhaps, and through those simple pleasures, finding the inner guidance and the peace and compassion with that, and bringing that into those spheres of life. So that'll be Friday, Saturday. As you can see on Friday with the moon in Scorpio, the moon will be going over Saturn, so it could be a day of perhaps getting some things done, or just taking that mature approach when it comes to our feelings and it comes to the things that we're working on. And this is happening in a different area, so wherever Scorpio is in your personal chart. But discipline nonetheless, maturity, and that long-term approach. It's really self-mastery when we're talking about the moon here. Can go a long ways. In the evening time, the moon does form up a T-square up to this Venus-Neptune opposition. So I feel like on the Friday evening, extra attention with this Venus opposite Neptune, having that faith and trust with those areas can really be important, especially because they're going to be going exact here also in the evening time period. On Saturday, with the moon shifting into Ophiuchus, this is perhaps about some wounds, some insecurities, things on that level that will be transmuted and healed. And the more we're aware of that, the easier it just kind of happens naturally. But in the earlier time, the moon does square up to that conjunction between Mars and Jupiter. So while there is, good assertiveness, while there is good confidence and things like that, I feel like on Saturday, maybe just keeping things nice and grounded, keeping things on the, both feet on the ground, and bringing that extra attention to that as to keep it, in check. Because a lot of times Jupiter does expand sometimes too much in energy, and if this is relating to Mars, such as assertiveness, action, things like that, it'll be very important to keep that in check, I feel like, on Saturday. Now, in the evening time on Saturday, the moon will be trining up to Uranus, so that's actually quite good for new things, different things, and mixing up that daily routine. Now, on Sunday, there's no major aspects other than coming off of this Mars conjoining up to Jupiter. So there's this sort of transformation taking place, especially with the moon going into Sagittarius over that galactic center. And that's when we really do feel this crescent phase of the sun and moon sextiling each other. So good self-expression, good easy energy to work with. And again, with the moon squaring the North Node, maybe taking that action and moving forward with these new initiatives that we've started over the past week or two. So that's the highlight. Certainly the emphasis on Venus opposing Neptune, and a great time for that change, which is Pluto. Good time for getting things done, using that Mars energy towards our future and possibilities, while at the same time, all of this deeper energy of Scorpio and Ophiuchus can be some very positive transmutation over the weekend. So I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on Monday. Take care.